Liu Li-Peng, who worked at Sina Weibo, a Chinese blogging website, and at Leshi Internet Information and Technology Corp, one of the largest online video companies in China, fled to the US from China this year. In recent interviews with the Epoch Times and NTD, he exposed the CCP's increasingly severe censorship, information control, and manipulation of public opinion that is being exported overseas to threaten freedom of speech in free societies.
Internet censorship is an extreme power. It is pretty much the greatest power that the CCP has to control people's minds. It can control everything, the truth, and then control the entire society.
Liu Li-Peng worked at a private internet censorship company for almost 10 years. He worked as a review editor at Sina Weibo and a quality control manager at the chief editorial office in Leshi Internet Information and Technology Corporation.
They take internet censorship extremely seriously because this is the power to control public opinion and to control and manipulate the truth. There is no power greater than this. So all the CCP's machines follow this power. Cyberspace Administration of China, Cyber Police, in fact, the Publicity Department and police officers all go after truth control. They overlap each other, and so they often fight each other.
Liu said that the Chinese Communist Party recruits staff within the system from universities, colleges, and high schools, and all kinds of prisoners to form a group of internet commentators, commonly known as Wumao, 50 cents, to carry out the CCP's operational orders and control public opinion.
Review editors are totally different from cyber police. Cyber police directly arrest people. They directly review your minds and manage rumors. In actuality, they directly shut people up with these terrifying means. So they work and sit behind us. Our job is to clean speech on the platforms of the company, and their job was to monitor how we monitored the citizens. Internet censorship is significantly important for the official agencies of the CCP. They even asked the audit department for a list of names so they could arrest these people. This was unacceptable for me personally. They arrested people with a list of names we audited.
Liu estimated that there are about 1 million to 2 million review editors belonging to Chinese private departments. The size is comparable to internet commentators, and the most sensitive words that the CCP fears are June 4th and Falun Gong.
At the time, because the Hong Kong people were already very united in fighting against the CCP, they organized huge assemblies at Victoria Park. Every year during Hong Kong's July 1st demonstration, Weibo always deploys a policy. All Weibo blogs or posts sent from IP addresses in Hong Kong, as long as they are posted with pictures, are denied automatically. Falun Gong is an extremely sensitive word in China. You can say anything you want in China, but do not mention Falun Gong. If you say the word Falun Gong, they will delete your account immediately. The person who mentions the word Falun Gong, he will become the #1 enemy of the CCP.
Liu Li-Peng said that performing review tasks is done by private companies, using these review editors to suppress freedom of speech and protect the interests of the Chinese Communist Party.
When they recruit review editors, they make sure these people understand the rule of party members come first. In my opinion, this is not like any other places. They've never been so strict on values before. The Cyberspace Administration of China will give us all kinds of orders with different tricks. It can demonstrate superb controlling methods to control public opinion, like what to say, what not to say, what titles should read, what should go after the titles, the second headline cannot complement the first headline, or they will give you some extreme orders and ask you to review non-stop, including what kinds of interactions to delete, what comments to delete under the Weibo posts of the US Embassy, how to filter and manipulate netizens' opinions. All of these are shown in the different kinds of orders. This is the manipulation of the publicity department of the CCP. Back in 2011, they did not have all these kinds of methods. They only knew to delete and to arrest.
Liu said that the CCP tightens the control of speech. Internet censorship gets worse and worse, controlling public opinion and suppressing ideology.
You can never find information about the June 4th Tiananmen Square massacre on Chinese websites. Maybe now you can get a little information because the brainwashing efforts have been completed by the CCP. All Chinese people believe that some people did die in the June 4th incident, but they deserve to die. The party member will say, let's not care about the family of the human rights lawyers. Don't feel sympathetic for her. They deserve to die. And then everyone will shut up. The way I see this is the Chinese version of being politically correct.
Liu said that the CCP's use of internet censorship creates fear, distorts human nature, and makes people afraid of telling the truth. He hopes that review editors who monitor the Epoch Times stop being accomplices to the CCP and stand with the free world.
In 2013, I felt like they really tightened the freedom of speech, and if I continued doing what I was doing, it would be really nasty. It would be involvement in persecution of human rights. You can see that we screen information about how cyber police arrest people, about how to arrest human rights lawyers, and how to persecute Falun Gong practitioners. These are intuitive fears. They will only tell you to be careful, very careful. This type of fear is pervasive in China. All Chinese people are familiar with this fear. If you don't know what you did right or what you did wrong, you will be in trouble. So you are going to step back, constantly step back and cringe, and remind yourself to be careful. They simply throw you into this kind of jungle world. You don't know if what you say will get deleted, banned, or even get you arrested. You simply don't know. When you slowly know what is safe to say, they immediately change the rules and strategies, and then everything is unpredictable all over again. So this is a way to promote self-censorship.
During the last few months of working at Sina Weibo, Liu Li-Peng did not delete a single post. All posts were approved by him. He believes that the impact on the free world is going to be destructive when all the CCP's internet commentators turn out in full force.
The CCP just keeps erasing people's memories, the memory of the internet, and the ability of the internet to remember, and then keeps distorting the truth. The Chinese may have access to truthful information, but most of the time they get half-truths. This results in them losing the ability to tell the truth. They still get information from their WeChat group, from Weibo, from headlines and TikTok, but when they are given the truth in the free world, they are going to dismiss it. Also, with the increasing brainwashing, internet great firewall, and the control of public opinion, these people no longer have the ability to discern the truth and are not capable of accepting freedom. They have become a group of people fighting against freedom.
During the CCP virus, Wuhan pneumonia pandemic, the Chinese Communist Party continues to create lies to deceive the people.
I realized that since January 2nd, they have been suppressing the so-called rumors about unknown pneumonia, regulated the channels of discussion, and then stopped the spread of the truth. Everything follows along the official line, that is, what the Ministry of Health of China said is what you need to know. No more extra information, no interactions. They don't allow you to discuss these things. They tell you with one voice. No human-to-human transmission, and it is controllable and preventable. This is the only voice, because all other voices are suppressed by them. There's a propaganda directive in there.
During this year's June 4th Tiananmen Square massacre memorial activity, the U.S. company Zoom deleted human rights activist Zhou Fengsuo's account. Liu Li-Peng believes that the CCP's internet censorship is infiltrating free democratic countries.
Zoom has 30% of its global workforce based in China. These technicians work inside China. The founder of Zoom is also a Chinese. He has all sorts of benefits from China and has Chinese investments. They know this is inevitable. Zoom is an example. It is an American company, and what is there to fear? But no, they are scared because they have people in China. So Zoom is now affected by this fear.
Liu now cherishes freedom of speech after he arrived in the U.S.
Freedom is like air. The Americans live in the air, in freedom, but they don't know. I know. I can feel freedom every single day. I can touch air and realize that I live in the air and in freedom. This is a feeling that you have after you went through certain things. In China, I might have the privileges of the middle class, but these privileges are all based on the exploitation of others. Exploitation on people who don't have a household registration, on those cheap laborers, and the advantage of being able to exploit low human rights. These are not what I deserve, so I gave up all of that and came here for freedom. I can use both my hands to create happiness. I think this is the key. This is the American dream, right? Not relying on anyone.
Liu Li-Peng is disgusted with the CCP's censorship. He collected many censorship orders and related documents and has offered them to the Committee to Protect Journalists and Canadian Citizen Lab for research.